Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. I am doing your mid-month of August till the end of August 2018 general and love readings. I will be doing the divine spread as I have been doing recently. I am using the Tarot 3D, right, which is the Karma or Dharma message. These are only the major arcana 3D cards that I use for the main message. For the rest of the spread, I'm using the Pictorial Key Tarot by David Corsi. Okay, that's for the rest of the spread. Now for the extended Vimeo readings, I'm using the Sibillas, Vera Sibilla by Masenghini, and also the Romance Angels Oracle cards, which are by Doreen Virtue. Okay, those two decks will be used in the Vimeo extended readings. I would like to thank everyone for their support, for liking, sharing and subscribing, and for the rest of the announcements that I'm going to be making in relation to what is going on with the astrology, as well as all the announcements in relation to the competition on Facebook, etc., and everything else. For those of you that are interested, that part of the reading will be at the end of all the readings, okay? That way I can start with the tarot, and for those of you that are interested in the astrology part and all the announcements, again, as I just said earlier, please wait till the end of the reading, and that way the people who are only interested in the tarot can, go straight on to the tarot so they don't have to stick around for too long. Okay, so I will get started on your tarot at the moment. Right now, thank you again. Hello Aquarius, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. This is your mid-August. The sun, we've got the sun. The mid-August till end of August 2018 general and love reading. Okay, this card really wanted to come out. The sun is the card of Leo. Leo is your karmic sign. It is the sign that is opposite to your sign in the zodiac. I'm going to take one more card for Aquarius, Spirit Guides and Angels. Love and general messages, Karma and Dharma. So you've got the sun, which is Dharma, dear Aquarius. Anything to do with creative projects, children, lucky games, true love, having fun, being flirtatious for those of you that are single. Let's take one more card. Okay, and we've also got the energy of Temperance, which is Sagittarian energy. Look at the similarities between the two cards. There is white and red, right? So we've got purity and we've got passion. Purity and passion. Now, this is another fellow fire sign, so some of you are dealing with someone who's got Leo and Sag, Sun, Moon or Rising. The sun will shine through patience, through healing as well, because the card of Sagittarius, Temperance, does say that you need to be tempered, slow down, but also you may be healed. Okay, sun is clarity, it is healing as well. Two cards of healing. So obviously you guys have been through something, especially having that full moon lunar eclipse in your sign The eclipse was right on top of the South Node in Aquarius and Mars retrograde all together. That was like a culmination, being a full moon. And then we had on the 11th of August a new moon solar eclipse in Leo. And you are finishing up with these eclipses, dear Aquarius, being in your sign as well as in Leo. So these eclipses that have lasted for a year and a half, 18 months, are now changing from your sign as well as Leo, where the North Node is, going to Capricorn and Cancer. So let's see with the divine spread for Aquarius. Let's see what other messages we have. And this is the divine spread. So at the root of the issue, we have the Page of Wands. Now in the hidden position, what is not known to you, we have the Fool card. Two very similar energies. In the recent past, we have the King of Pentacles. In the present position, we've got the Five of Cups. In the crowning position, and your goal is the Seven of Swords. The action and the advice to take is the Six of Swords. The outcome card is the Seven of Cups. And the divine message and what is happening planetarily for you is, oh my God, the Devil card. This is the energy of Capricorn. Now, okay, having two karma and dharma, I would say more than likely this is your dharma. Okay, some of you may be dealing with a Leo, others of you with a Sagittarius. Now, some of you may also have your rising or your moon sign in any of these two signs that I just mentioned. As I said, the eclipses in Aquarius and Leo have ended. The last eclipse was in Leo. It was a partial solar eclipse in Leo. Leo deals with children, with true love, flirtation, having fun, trying your luck on lucky games, right? Taking a risk, as well as anything that you've creatively given birth to, any creative projects. Now, Sagittarian energies, Sagittarius is the 9th house in the natural zodiac, and it does deal with foreign places and people, higher education, standing in your truth, as well as being a free spirit, right? Sagittarius is a very spiritual house. Some of you may be growing spiritually, moving on from a position metaphorically. Others of you are moving on physically, and this is the advice and action to take position. Seek to find your balance. Now, you know, Temperance speaks of balance as well. The Six of Swords is also a card of balance. I feel as though, because it is a air sign quality Aquarius, this is you. I feel as though you are moving metaphorically, literally, others of you, moving to a place where is much more calm, much more serene. You're going to feel much more at home. Some of you may be actually moving house, right? Hoping to find your balance there. Maybe where you have been, it did not work for you. Whatever, because it does make a big difference, you know. Sometimes living in a certain place does not work for us, and changing our position on the map can work much better for us, and that's just the way it works. Now, in the root of the issue, we've got the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is a message, fiery, passionate, creative message. It is the minor arcana of the Fool. That's why I said that these two cards are very similar, very passionate, yes. But I'd like to say that the Fool here, and this is what is not known to you, is that there is a new cycle. You are on the verge of a new cycle. Now, this could be working for your partner as well. Your partner may be on the verge of a new cycle. And in this deck here, we've got the Fool that is standing at the edge of the cliff, but they are not ready to take that leap yet. So could it be that you are, you know, trying to work through what? Finances, a financial situation can be holding you back. Anything to do with business, money, family, because we've got the children here as well, could be holding you back. You may be waiting for something before you can take that leap. Now, this Fool looks as though he's looking up to the sky, waiting to be divinely guided by the universe. But here we've got a passionate message. Now, messages come through and bring change. There's been a change through something that is very passionate for you. Now, in the divine position, we've got the Devil. The Devil is the energy of Capricorn. Capricorn is where a lot is happening. Mars retrograde has just moved out of Aquarius, where it had been hit by the eclipse on the 27th of July. And it was on the South Node, you know, as well as being, you know, the eclipse and Mars retrograde. Mars has been retrograde for a while. It is moving back into Capricorn, right? And Mars is very strong in Capricorn. It loves to be there. So the divine message is that this could be either a lot of passion, too much energy, where there is someone is trying either to domineer a relationship. Could this be your energy? After all, you are, dear Aquarius, you are ruled by Uranus and Saturn. Now, Saturn is in Capricorn, right? Both Uranus and Saturn are retrograde. Retrograde is where we try and put in the hard work, stand in our integrity, so we can reap the rewards down the track. Now, some of you may be, because your ruler is in Capricorn, may be working too hard because this is overdoing things, right? Feeling bound and chained and restricted. As I said before, this is a very physical, very sexual energy as well. And this could be a very, very difficult energy to get through. Now, because it's in the divine position, the divine is trying to tell you something. You may have overdone something. You may have overstepped a boundary. Could that be the case? Could your partner have done this, overstepped a boundary? We've got, in the recent past, we've got the King of Pentacles. Now, if this is your energy, the King of Pentacles is someone who is very, very stable, very career-orientated, yes. This is someone who puts in a lot of work. They may be focusing on work more than family, going out, having a good time. Too much work, no play. That could be the case as well. Now, having this card here, what does it tell me? Because Uranus is your ruler, Uranus is actually in Taurus. Usually I see Taurian energy with this card here with the King of Pentacles. This, you know, and having your ruler in Taurus, which speaks of your value system, earned income. You know, the house of Taurus is the natural second house in the zodiac, which does speak of earned income. So could there be too much work and no play, right? So that you're taking on the Capricornian energy here. Some of you may be putting in a lot of work and not looking at your love life, not looking at your family situation, for those of you that are in a committed partnership or relationship. Now, for others of you, this could be your partner, right? So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Yes, and for a lot of you, it could be Capricorn because we've got the card of Capricorn here. But whatever it is, it's anything to do with physical things, right? Physical and tangible things. This energy is very earthy. It's a very grounding energy because it is Capricorn. Capricorn is another earth sign. And it is, Capricorn is the house, the natural house of career. So as I said, we've got Mars, we've got Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn at the moment. So there's a lot of, you know, energy of trying to build up our reputation in the world because the house of Capricorn is also our status. Now for you, Capricorn is your 12th house. So it's the house of hidden things, right? Things that are behind you, things that you cannot physically see. So could there be an energy around you of the devil? Now the devil, as I said, could be very sexual energy, very lustful, very sexual, passionate energy, right? Now, as I said, in the hidden position, we've got the Fool, but they're not ready to take that leap of faith. They're not ready. They're waiting on more information. In the present position, you are looking at those 3 spilt cups. This is the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is, yes, it's a number of conflict. It's being at an imbalance. You're going through some sort of mourning stage where the celebration has finished and the cups have, you know, spilt. Whatever your emotions have, like, gone. They've been wasted emotions. Don't get stuck here because we've got the 2 of Cups. There's some sort of a union here that is behind you. So what I do believe that because these cups are behind this figure, this energy is what's happening in Capricorn. And your ruler Saturn is there. So Saturn will be moving direct in about 3 weeks. So there's still time to work through things before. And I want to say with Saturn being retrograde, there's a chance for you to be able to redo things. It's like being given a second chance to work over things before Saturn moves direct. And Saturn, we know, is very strict and very difficult. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn. Others of you are dealing with another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, could be Sun, Moon, or Rising of those signs that I mentioned. Also, we've got earthy energy here. I did say Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We do also have a bit of water here. We've got Pisces because the outcome card is the 7 of Cups. 7 is a divine number, but this card also speaks of lack of clarity, wearing rose-colored glasses. This is Piscean energy. So some of you may be dealing with Piscean energy as well. Sun, Moon, or Rising again. This is lack of clarity. All the cups are up in the air. There are choices to be made, but you are confused. Now, this is the outcome position, and I will be taking extra cards on the extended Vimeo reading. We do have Neptune. Neptune in Pisces, and it is at home there. There's a beautiful trine from Neptune in Pisces across to Jupiter in Scorpio. So Jupiter is bringing things up that have been hidden, right? And this is the third time that there is a beautiful trine between these two power players. So this is a beautiful energy that we're going through right now. Now, hidden matters with Jupiter in Scorpio, your crowning card is, and your goal is the Seven of Swords. So what are you trying to accomplish, dear Aquarius? You are an air sign. We go from the 7 to the 6. So what the advice is to move away. Move away from what? Deception? Do you have a partner that's been deceptive? Because the Seven of Swords is a card of trying to get away with something. Now, 7 again is the divine. Could you be trying to be intelligent? Because this is a card of intelligence. It's an air quality where it's a mental quality where you're trying to accomplish something. You or your partner is trying to do this. Now, if we look at the 5 of Cups, whoever is crying over these 3 cups does not know that behind their back something is happening here. With the 7 of Swords, there is deception here. There is quite a bit of deception in this reading because we've got illusions here as well. Now, the Sun card here does speak of clarity. The sun does shine in its truth. It shows us things. It shows us what's going on, and it is a very healing quality as well. So just looking at this diagonal line here, we've got a lot of dark energy. So going from the present energy to the divine message, whatever has gone wrong here, okay, it may be dealing with overdoing things. Now, this is a very restrictive, very difficult energy. It's very hard to get out of the devil energy, and this can be very alluring energy. Could it be anything to do with sexual intimacy? Could it be dealing with too much work, no play, as I said? Now, if we add the 1 and the 5, they do add up to a 6. 6 is a number of balance, but it's also the house of Virgo. We've also got another 6 here. The house of Virgo is anything to do with health, what we do from day to day, being of service to others, also looking at the finer details. Now, if we look at this position here, we've got, it's like 2 energies moving in different directions. So if this is you, it's like a conflict, because if this is your energy here moving towards the future, the Fool is starting a new beginning, but they're not ready to do so, and they're looking towards the past. So will you move forward when you receive the information in relation to something from the past? Now, again, this is the energy of Aries. Aries is the youth. It's the first sign of the zodiac. And Aries is also ruled by Mars, which is retrograde in Capricorn. Now, with Mars being retrograde, right, moving backwards, Mars is always an energy of trying to push forward. But when it's retrograde, it's like, burning rubber. It's like, chucking a wheelie, and you get that burning smell, the rubber burning. So there's a lot of friction here. Could there be friction in your in a relationship that you are trying to move away from because of the Six of Swords, and this is the advice position, because there's been deception. Now, because we've got the card of Leo, some of you could be finding out, and that's why you are crying over spilt milk. But we've got those two cups that are standing here. Now, if we add just the cups that are in your reading here, we've actually got 5 and 7 are 12. 12, and then we've also got 2 more here in the card of the Temperance, which add up to a 14. This is healing again. This is tempering yourself, again, moving towards maybe a foreign place, going back home, which could be at a distance, because this is someone who's willing to take that leap of faith, taking a risk, whereas this person is not. Now, looking at this line here, we've got this King of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups. He's got a lot of choices to make, whether this is you or your partner. He does have a lot of choices, but he's like, there are illusions up. It's like he can't see the tree from the forest. Now, dear Aquarius, so we've got now in anything to do with business. This could have been a partnership in business, something that you've started, something that you've created, but I feel as though that there's 2 different energies here. There's 2 different energies. There is a very grounding energy with the King of Pentacles, and here we've got a very fiery and passionate, look here, energy. So one person is stable and secure and grounded, and then another person is up in the air. Things are up in the air. There is lack of stability here. This person here, whoever this is, they are very passionate. This person is very spontaneous, whereas this energy here is very grounding. Earthy people, like earth signs, are very slow and steady, whereas fire signs are very spontaneous, very fiery. I feel as though there's a lot of friction here, a lot of differences in opinion, not being on the same page. And if we look here, we've got all the elements here. It's like chaos. But you know what? The divine speaks of tempering yourself, slowing down. Now we've got, this is a 19, which equals 1 and a 9 equal 20. 20 is the number of judgment. It's like rising up from your ashes, beginning again. It's also the card of Pluto. Pluto is in Capricorn with your ruler as well as Capricorn and Mars. Very strong energies in Capricorn. I do feel as though, because I do feel as though the energies that are going through Capricorn at the moment are, and with all these retrograde planets, there are so many things to look at, so many things to think about. I think that with the crowning and your goal position here. The advice here, and it says to me that you're going to have to be smart, you're going to have to be tempered, and that the clarity that you are seeking before you can go home, and go home can be a literal or a metaphorical term for you. Before you can go home, you're going to have to be smart and not very open, like keep things to yourself. Do not be too giving, because there are illusions, there is deception. Yes? Dear Aquarius, if this is your energy and you've got strong earth with your moon and rising sign, or even in your chart, in relation to business, this is a very, very good leader. You can be in a place of leadership. It can be the time for you to manifest financially. And being steady and pacing yourself and not being like too fiery or taking risks, that's what's going to pay off for you financially, as well as in love. That's what I feel that I need to tell you. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Dear Aquarius, I'm going to extend this reading on Vimeo. More cards, more clarity. For those of you that are interested in heading on to Vimeo, the link is in the description box below. If you stay on to this reading, you can listen up on the astrology as well as the announcements for my channel. Thank you so much for being here, for liking, sharing and subscribing. Sending you all the blessings in the world. It looks as though, dear Aquarius, you're going to, yes, have the divine. They are with you, but we've got to work together with the divine, because the outcome card is the Seven of Cups, which, you know, you need the clarity, you need for those rose-colored glasses to come off. You're going to have choices, but you may be going through a stage of illusions, so just take care, right? And as I said, pace yourself. If you want to go home, pace yourself, temper yourself. The sun will shine. Take care. Talk to you soon. Okay, thank you for sticking around. For those of you that love astrology and that are interested in the announcements in relation to my channel, first of all, I would like to say that for Virgo, because the sun is going to be moving into Virgo, and today's actually the 14th of August. On the 23rd, the sun is moving into Virgo, so happy birthday to all you Virgo people out there. Just letting you know that for your birthday, the September readings, on the September readings, not in these readings, you will have the extended Vimeo reading uploaded onto YouTube, the whole reading for your birthday present from me to you with a lot of love. Now, in relation to the competition, for those of you that want to take part in the Facebook free reading, as I have said, I'm choosing one winner. So for those of you that have liked my page on Facebook, Divine Debut 11, the announcement for the winner will be made on or around the 20th of the month. So you've still got a few days where you can comment, like, and all that beautiful stuff that we do on Facebook, okay, to take part. I'm overwhelmed at how many people have done so. For those of you that are interested in winning, thank you so much. Unfortunately, only one person is going to win, and I'm going to be doing this every month, so just letting you know in advance. Now, I'd like to thank everyone for the support for the Vimeo readings. Thank you so much. The feedback and the support has been wonderful for Vimeo. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of you. Now, I'd like to also say, in relation to private readings, just letting you know that in the readings, in the 1 hour long readings for a personal reading, I always do incorporate astrology as well as the tarot. So I do look into your chart and I do go into a few things that are important. As I said, I look at the astrology and the tarot. Those two things work together for me for a more complete reading for you. Now, in the half-hour readings, I just briefly look at the main things. I don't go into the astrology a lot. So when you do order a private reading, I always want and need your date of birth and time, place, and like city and country of birth, as well as your birthday. That's what's very important. If you don't know your exact birth time, don't worry about it, okay? But if you do have the exact time, it's fantastic. Now, just letting you know also that the eclipses on the axis Leo Aquarius have finished finally after 18 months. So if any of you have got very important points or planets in Leo and Aquarius, know that those energies we are moving away from. The last eclipse that we had on the 11th, 3 days ago, that marked the end of the phases of the eclipses on Leo and Aquarius axis, right? So we're moving now into the axis Cancer, Capricorn. So again, those of you that have got planets and important points on that axis, know that the next 18 months will be important for you. Okay, let's look into the astrology just briefly. Now, as I said before, today is the 14th of August, 2018. 2 days ago, on the 12th of August, Mars is retrograded, I should say, back into Capricorn, okay? Also, on August 19th, Mercury finally will be moving direct. It's going to be moving out of its shadow period, so give it till beginning of September when it will be clearly direct. So it's starting to, pass over the points of, the area where it retrograded. So it's starting to pick up pace, but it's still working through its shadow period for the next couple of weeks. But it's good that it's starting to move direct. So that's happening on the 19th of August. On the same day, we've got Jupiter trine Neptune. Now, Jupiter is in Scorpio. It is doing a beautiful trine to Neptune in Pisces, and that is the third consecutive precise trine that it's doing. It's the third trine, right, which is very important because it's done it 3 times, right? This is the third exact trine point that it's doing on the 19th of August. So there is a sense of culminating what it's trying to bring to us. So that trines are always very positive aspects, very flowing energy, beautiful, beautiful. If you can just imagine Jupiter, it's, the biggest planet, the benevolent planet. Neptune is the divine love. So yes, a beautiful aspect here on the 19th of August, which is bringing a lot of divine love to our lives. Now, just, take note of August the 19th. See what it brings into your life. Now, on August 23rd, the sun enters Virgo. So again, happy birthday to all you Virgo people. It's your solar return, which means that the sun is coming back to your sign. It's going to be in your sign, which is, what is the sun? It's clarity. It's the heart, right? it's warmth, it's everything that has to do with our heart center. So usually when we have our solar return, all the lucky things come back into our life. It's our time to shine. It's our time to be seen in the world, and what we do in our lives. The sun always brings love, okay, true love, prosperity, all the beautiful things that deal with Leo, because Leo is ruled by the sun. Leo is the heart. It is anything that we have created, right? Anything to do with children, being lucky as well, taking risks, having fun. A lot of joy is coming in for Virgo. Good luck, Virgo. Now, on the 26th of August, we have a full moon in Pisces. Now, Virgo, Pisces is your opposite sign, so the full moon will be there. Full moons always speak of culmination, right? For those of you that are Pisces, right, Piscean people, there is a culmination happening on the new moon in Pisces. What did you wish for? It's coming to a culmination, okay, for you. Now, on the next day, on August 27th, Mars is going direct, finally. So at the end of this month, Mars is going direct. It is going to be moving direct, but it still has its shadow period to move through. So as long as it's going direct, you know, that is very positive. It still has a bit of time to work through that shadow period, but it will be picking up pace. So that is great to have. Now, a couple more things that I'd like to mention. So, Mercury is moving direct in 5 days from now. As I said, today's the 14th of August. In practically 2 weeks, Mars is moving direct. Now, a very important thing that is happening roughly in 3 weeks from now, Saturn will be moving direct. Wow. Okay, now Saturn we know is the difficult planet. It's restrictions, right? It's having to be grounded and doing the right thing so that we can receive. If we are standing in our integrity, whatever is happening in Capricorn. Now, for those of you that are astrology lovers, you obviously would know where you have Capricorn in your chart. Know that with Saturn moving direct, you've had the chance to work through whatever has been restrictive in your life. Know that that bracket of Saturn being retrograde was giving you the chance to do the work, put in the work, right? Trying to do things, redo things. Now it is moving direct. So I feel as though with Saturn moving direct, what you have been working through with Saturn being retrograde is going to come to the, it's going to come, what's the word I'm looking for? To the forefront, right? For you to be able to move through. Again, I feel as though there is a point of receiving now. So whatever you have been working through and working on, with Saturn moving direct, you will have the inclinations of what is going to come to light, right? What you've put in, the hard work you've done, there will be a sense of receiving now. Also, in 4 weeks from now, so that would be roughly mid-month of September, Mars will be moving into Aquarius. Okay, so I think I will leave it at that. I don't want to keep you too long. Thank you all so much for taking the time out, for listening, for sharing, subscribing, and liking these videos. You are so appreciated. I will catch up with all of you for the readings of September 2018. Until then, stay well, stay blessed. And for those of you that are going on to Vimeo to watch the extended readings, thank you so much. Hope that they are helpful for you. Sending you all lots of love, lots of blessings. Bye for now.